long time as an assistant. Chris Jans in his first year with the Falcons, an assistant at Wichita State for the past 7 years. And you talk about a golden opportunity. We were talking to him earlier about the last couple of years for the Shockers. Man, they went to the Final Four, and then last year they reeled off 35 straight wins before losing in the NCAA tournament. You look at the lineups for these two teams, and for Bowling Green and Western Kentucky, Joseph, Henderson, Orr, Parker, and Holmes are the starting five for Bowling Green. Price, Harrison Docks is their point guard. Lawson is 7-footer by way of England, Fant, and Jackson. And you know all about Trincy Jackson. You coached him at Texas Tech. The head coach of the Hilltoppers is Ray Harper in his 4th year. The Hilltoppers have been to the NCAA tournament in 2 of the last 3 years. Last year was the down year for them. So here we are at Diddle Arena, a place that was built in 1963 and renovated in 2002. Kind of a neat place. It's got a tin roof. It's a dome-type arena, and they say this place gets rocking.
It looks like it's going to be a great one tonight, Dave. I'm excited. Their practice facility is nice, too. You know, so I imagine in recruiting, they do a great job. When a kid comes here, he definitely wants to come to school here. So
Western Kentucky in their home white uniforms, and the Falcons of Bowling Green. And you're wondering, wait a minute, are we in Bowling Green and Bowling Green is the visiting team? Yes, it's Bowling Green from Bowling Green, Ohio, which is south of Toledo on I-75. The Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky are in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
So ironic. It's going to be a good one tonight, though, Dave.
Absolutely. So it's Pep Joseph with the ball first.
Look for Bowling Green to run a lot of ball screens. We'll talk about it later on. That's the adjustment. See what kind of adjustments West Kentucky makes and how they stop him.
Henderson drives in, and he got it up over the outstretched arm of Ben Lawson. Nice bucket for Henderson, a senior from Toledo, Ohio. Price looks inside, nothing there.
Talk about the open, about getting the ball to George Fant. Look like they're trying to establish him early instead of coming out shooting a bunch of perimeter shots.
Good defense by Bowling Green. Shot clock is down to 10. Oh, good dish. Fant, extra dribble to get himself free. He had the smaller Pep Joseph on him, and he took advantage.
Does a great job of staying under control, plays with pace. The other big guys, most big guys would have traveled, and he did a good job without getting a charge and making a basket.
So a turnover for the Falcons, and the Hilltoppers will take over here. This is Chris Harrison Docks bringing it up. He's a redshirt sophomore by way of Butler University, and then he turns it over. Here comes Joseph. Oh, fake and a beauty.
Great play by Joseph. Most point guards were maybe got a charge or turned the ball over. He looked him off. Easy bunny.
Almost another turnover.
Bowling Green's got a stingy defense. Doing a great job. They're plus 10 this year, and they're really good job of making sure people have to score in the teeth of their defense. So it's going to be tough for West Kentucky tonight.
Fant looking to drive again. He does, but it's an offensive charge. Spencer Parker did a good job. How about the keys to the game for the Falcons?
Well, the Falcons tonight, one of the things that they're going to have to do if they want to be successful is they got to control the glass. Can't give up second shots. They do a good job. They're doing a good job thus far this year. And the other thing is because WKU's been struggling a little bit, don't give them easy baskets. Make them score to the teeth of your defense.
Joseph comes over from Howard College, his first year at Bowling Green. Good defense by Lawson.
See, they're going to the ball screen. That's where they're going to give West Kentucky trouble, especially if they have to switch.
Parker has to give it up. Shot clock down to 5. Orr for 3. And the rebound by Lawson.
Great possession of defense by West Kentucky there. Like the way they guarded the ball screens.
How about the Hilltopper keys?
No, it's real simple for the Hilltoppers. Confidence in offense, making shots, and making their free throws. They come down, they establish Fant right away, which we need to do. And then pick and roll defense, as I said earlier. Them guarding pick and rolls early and often all game long. It's going to be key for the victory.
From the outside, that's T.J. Price. They need to get him going again.
He's a very talented scorer. Not a great athlete, but a really good score and has a knack for it inside and outside.
And there goes Joseph again. That's just too easy.
It's way too easy, man. Somebody's got to wall him off. There should be somebody in the help. But he's really good going left and making that floater.
One of 4 lefties on this Falcon team. Lawson couldn't quite handle it. If he did, he had an easy 2. It stays, though, with the Hilltoppers. So Ray Harper in his 4th year guiding this team. He says we really could be and should be at least 3-2, if not 4-1. There's a whistle and a foul. This one called against Henderson.
One of the pet peeves of coaches, out of bounds plays. They hate to give those up. Foul there. Good call by West Kentucky.
So T.J. Price goes to the line. You ready for the jinx alert? He's 17 of 18 from the line this year, going back to last year. See, I knew it. He's 23 now of his last 25. I just could feel it coming as soon as I was looking at my notes and saying, oh, this guy's just an automatic from the free throw line.
Well, just don't say it when Harrison Docks goes up to the line.
Back on track. Tough shot. Holmes couldn't get it to go. And then the rebound by Lawson.
Good defense, but you get to see the versatility of Holmes driving from the top of the key. Come up a little short on the basket.
Good rebound by Fan.
He's a load inside. They're going to have to put a body on him.
Parker trying to move, and that's a charge. Good defense by Lawson, and then the chicken wing coming out from Parker.
One thing I am impressed with thus far with both teams is their attention to detail on defense.
So they listen to the scouting report.
No question about it. That's a coach's dream. Listen to the scouting report and then actually come on the floor and execute.
How frustrating is that when you were coaching? When you go through the scouting report and then you knew the kids just didn't get it.
Well, you know what? You really think about it when you're up late at night and you can't see the next day. Right. That's when you think about it. Like, are they going to even listen to what I'm saying?
Three-pointer, no. T.J. Price off target on that 3.
Dave, that's what I'm talking about. That was a good shot, but still, I would love to go inside the Fan and see where they can get established. Let's play a little more inside out.
Good shot, but too early.
Way too early. Get inside out. He's going already. He's got a couple of baskets. Let's go to him.
Well, there's Harrison Docks. Harper told us he's a good point guard, but I'd like to see him pass first, shoot second. He thinks shooting first.
Well, they always had a saying back when I came from, shooters shoot.
That's true. You can't make them passers.
Exactly.
Javon Austin now is in there. Chauncey Orr gives it up. This is Austin trying to split the defense. Taken away. Boy, good hustle defensively. Johnson is fouled hard, and he'll go to the line when we come back. So far, it's George Fant winning the battle of the guys that we talked about in the open. George Fant has guided the Hilltoppers to an early lead in Bowling Green. 9-6 in favor of the Hilltoppers here as we look at the pick and roll offense of the Falcons.
Here it is. We've been watching scouting WKU. One of the emphasis their pick and roll defense did a great job there. Austin tried to split him. Turnover at the other end. Now let's make 2 free throws.
Well, on the play, Justin Johnson was fouled, but he had to leave the contest. And so George Fant will shoot his free throws. This is where the opposing coach gets to pick who's going to shoot. And Fant at 47% on the year. That's why they picked him. So a good choice by Jans. And then would you know it? Well, he right on target. He hits 1 of 2. So a 4-point lead for the Hilltoppers.
Good pace right now for West Kentucky. I'm Coach Harper. I'm real happy.
They work it inside. And a travel. Boy, again, Ben Lawson with that 7-1 frame. Just a tough guy to shoot up and over.
It's like shooting over a broom, like Shaq with a broom. Holmes has got to take his time, but again, you know, he's got to make him shift from side to side. Just can't go straight up against a guy that tall.
Lob inside, but way too far. Oh, and a foul called. If this were football, that would be an uncatchable pass and no penalty.
Exactly what I was thinking. He had no chance of catching that ball. Odd call.
Dickerson whistled for the foul. That's 4 team fouls now on the Falcons. Price. 3-point shot not there. That's 2 misses for him from beyond the arc. Three-pointer from Dickerson, no good. Price grabs the rebound. Here he comes. Good dish on the wing. Fan again with a good offensive rebound, and then Holmes.
Wow, I thought he got fouled there. Dave, as you can see, they're setting ball screens early and often. Really love the intensity of WKU right now, playing the ball screens.
Lawson a foul. That's the first on Lawson, and it's only the 2nd team foul on the Hilltoppers.
And they need Lawson in the game. He's doing a good job. For him to foul, to reach over, to stay behind him, they're having a hard time scoring over you anyway.
Falcons having trouble scoring, as you mentioned, Coach. They have missed their last 4 shots in this game.
Yeah, they got to use that ball. They're going to use those ball screens. I keep reiterating about that, but they got to find some scoring here somewhere.
Javon Clark. Three-pointer from the wing is no good from Denny. Johnson back in there now. Johnson fouled from behind. That's the 2nd on Dickerson.
I mean, at both ends. I mean, just a ticky-tack foul, reaching around. You can't steal it. You make an easy call for the ref.
Really like this kid, Justin Johnson. They say he is one of the most natural rebounders they've ever had here at Western Kentucky. Just a freshman.
He is very athletic watching on film.
Sloppy pass on the outside. Oh, but missing the layup, Denny.
That's something for all young players. You attack, you never look back for the defender. You get ahead and you make the shot.
You can hear those feet coming, though, can't you?
You can definitely hear it, but all he can do is foul it. All he can do is foul you at that point.
No basket. They say the foul came first on Johnson.
Just passing to the post. Look at the post move. Wow, he might have been under the basket, Pete. I don't know.
That's what I mean, though, about Johnson, how they like his rebounding ability.
It's all will.
Tipped around and into the hands of Snipes. Three-pointer off, no good from Harrison Docks.
I'd like to see Western Kentucky move the ball around a little bit more. Let's see if we can reverse to the other side of the floor to force Bowling Green to shift their defense.
Boy, another turnover for the Falcons.
Very uncharacteristic of it because they don't turn the ball over a lot. But surely when you're on the road, the thing you don't want to do is turn the ball over.
So Chris Jans, you look at what he has been a part of at Wichita State. For a Final Four, and then last year only 1 loss for the Shockers, and now he starts off his time at Bowling Green with 4 straight wins.
And that's why I said in the open, there's no surprise what's going on. You know, winning is his habit.
Yeah.
So he's going to bring that and infuse that energy into his program, so they're 4-0 start the season.
Shuffle of the feet first, no basket. So the turnovers are now even at 5 apiece. And Ray Harper is going to make a substitution.
And some of that is due to the players not concentrating. I'll tell you this, both teams are doing a really good job playing great defense.
Brandon Price, who hasn't played much this year, he checks into the game for the Hilltoppers. Both teams have gone ice cold.
Bowling Green being very patient, running that ball screen motion.
They work for a three-pointer that's well off target by Malibin. And again, there's Johnson right around the glass. Rostov throws it away.
Davey threw the ball. The only place that Joseph could get it was a bounce pass. Should have thrown it up.
Picked away by Price, but he reached in and a foul. That's a foul on Price, his first. So we've got a timeout with 11:29 remaining, and both offenses have kind of slumbered here. 10-6 our score. Well, you look at that Hilltopper huddle, and right now they're trying to figure out a way to shoot a three. They're 0 for 3 from three-point range, and Bowling Green State University is 0 for 5.
They might need to, I may need to put my gear back on, Dave, but that's the one thing I could do when I was a player.
Shoot the three.
Early and often.
So you had that shooter mentality.
Yeah, I had the, you know, you always had the ice ready for my arm, you know.
You see Ray Harper over there talking to his coaching staff like, we can't buy a bucket right now.
No, we talked about it. It's, you know, they got to make shots. I was talking about confidence on offense. You know, talking to their staff. That's one of the things, you know, you can talk about. You can tell people to make shots all day long, but it's a function of, you know, habit every day of how you get your shots, where you get your shots. These guys get in the gym and just working on it.
So Henderson goes 1 for 2 from the line. And Bowling Green inches a little bit closer. They're within 3, but they haven't had a field goal in the last 6 minutes of this game.
You know what? They're a I guess I'd make a parallel to like the Seattle Seahawks. They're a defensive team, so this is okay for them right now.
Right. But this is a stretch. If you're Western Kentucky and the opponents haven't had a field goal in 6 minutes, this is where you should be pulling away from them.
Particularly at home.
Yes. Good pass inside, and Fant, he can't hit from point-blank range.
He's got to finish or get fouled there. They're running their high-low offense. They get a high-low going right from the top of the key. Got to get fouled there.
Orr gives it up, and Henderson wasn't ready for the pass. Another turnover for Bowling Green. Sloppy game.
Tennis, they call that an unforced error.
And I know about that.
It's the one sport I just can't conquer, you know. I don't get the serving thing, I guess.
Serving is just like throwing a baseball.
I hit it, but
it's
I
the
hit
same
it,
thing.
Yeah, but I hit it like a baseball. I hit it like it was a home run every time.
Now here's Harrison Docks. Price looks inside, comes back out.
Western's been very patient, running that high-low offense, trying to get the ball down to Fant.
Jackson for 3. Nope. Still no threes in the game. And a good rebound taken away.
Sometimes it's okay to make a three, but sometimes you shot they can drive.
And Price with a steal and flush.
Football, they call that a pick six, a turnover. Going lateral like that, you got no chance to play defense. I mean, Bowling Green's got to get a little bit more focused.
I'm starting to think this might be a lower scoring game than Western Kentucky had against Marshall in football. Three-pointer, finally the first one of the night.
You're not doing so well. You talk about the free throw misses, and as soon as you say something about scoring, God makes it 3.
Oh, yeah. I'm the king of opposites. Fant, good look. Got Lawson on the move.
If you watch West Kentucky on film, they do that a lot. They're really good. They know Fant's a a guy who can get double. And the other bigs are really good at shooting to the basket, getting a layup just like you saw.
Three-pointer. Lawson got a piece of it, but also a piece of the arm of Rashawn Holmes, and that'll be the second foul on Lawson.
Here's again, you see the steal. Does a pick six steal? Just a lack of concentration, easy convert for Price.
So Holmes goes to the line. He's a 70% free throw shooter this year. There's a seal over the basket for both these teams right now.
He's been pretty quiet, Dave. He's a really talented player. And, you know, being down 14-10 with him playing the way he's played, Bowling Green should consider themselves lucky.
And one of the things for the Falcons now is they get Lawson out of this game with 2 fouls, so the 7-footer's gone. They might have a little more room to roam inside.
This Jan's been the coach it is. I'm sure he's reading our minds over here, or we're reading his mind. He'll definitely start going to Holmes.
Fant looking for a cutter. Good catch. Boy, Justin Johnson got a fastball in the face.
We'll give that assist. That's a great assist. Great catch, though. Great presence of mind to give the assist. But like I talked about before, when they go down to trap him, he's doing a great job of locating and finding the open man.
Good hands by Jackson. Goes out of bounds, though, off of him. It'll stay with the Falcons.
They're going inside out, the way they should be playing the game. Great move. He knows the double's coming. Weak side help has got to take that away. The guard on the weak side has got to take that away when the double's coming.
Fant coming off a big game, 17 points, 15 rebounds against St. Joseph's. And a good move inside.
It's that pick and roll offense. Probably what they should go to a little bit more. Move the ball around a little bit quicker and catch them shifting off the pick and roll and try to get into the lane.
Good positioning by Johnson.
Dave, I don't know much, but I think it's a higher percentage shot to shoot probably 2 feet from the basket than 19-9.
I think so.
I think they figure something out and keep going to that post. Good things will happen.
And that'll be a blocking foul against Western Kentucky. The Hilltoppers, though, are figuring out a way to score, and that's by going inside. Justin Johnson, a freshman coming of age. The Hilltoppers lead it by 5. Now the Hilltoppers right now shooting 50% from the field, so strike up the band. 18-13 the lead for Western Kentucky, and they've decided that right now the inside play is the way to go.
Smart play. Talk about confidence on offense in the open. A good way to get confidence is to get baskets close to the rim, and that's what they've done thus far. Bowling Green has not helped themselves. 1 assist, 7 turnovers. They've contributed to it. Credit West Kentucky for their game plan of going inside, but Bowling Green's got to do a better job of taking care of the basket.
They lob it all the way outside to Holmes. Now Clark.
Western Kentucky switch defenses here. They play a little 2-3 zone, probably because they don't want to get in foul trouble with Lawson being out guarding Holmes.
Austin. Three-pointer, no good. Here comes Price.
They Fant's out of the game here, so they're trying to get Price. See what kind of offense they run here. I'd like to see him get to the rim and not take a perimeter jump shot.
Price loses the handle, going into the paint, just trying to keep it alive, and finally winds up in the arms of Holmes. And then he charges with it.
It's not a smart play. I mean, any guard, see a big guy dribbling like that, it's like a bull in a china shop. You set up right, they can't change directions. So it's a point guard's dream when you see that coming.
Well, here we are at Diddle Arena in Bowling Green, Kentucky. We're watching Bowling Green of Ohio take on Western Kentucky. With Chris Walker, I'm Dave Armstrong. Glad to have you courtside with us here on the American Sports Network. Good move by Price. So even a guy like Price, who likes to shoot outside, goes inside.
Well, I love Ray Harper's game plan. It's the bottom line is you're not shooting well from the perimeter. You know, the smart thing to do is, that's your advantage. You got two strong post-up guys and Price and Fant. Let's go to it. They've made, inside out.
They've made 5 straight field goals now. And all of them, I think, point-blank range.
Point-blank range. Just smart coaching. That's
stolen away.
There's another turnover. Yeah. Just careless basketball. They're bouncing the ball too much. Move the ball around.
Well, let's watch Price work. Well, no, we won't. We're going to get back into the action here. So a turnover followed by another turnover. And the Falcons get it back.
Bowling Green's average about 11 turnovers a game. They're probably right about 10 right now. Shows you where this game is going for them.
They're at 9, so you were close.
Yeah.
And you just did that in your head. You knew they had a lot.
They had a lot, and it's contributing to what's going on in the game right now.
Oh, good block by Johnson. And a good block at the other end. Then it goes off of the sneaker of Jackson.
With this great hustle, sprinted back, not holding your head down because you got a shot block. Made a tremendous play. Here's Clark. Johnson's very athletic. Great block there. Not giving up on the play. Austin's running. Very clean, right up Jackson. Good play.
Coach, when did it change? When did guys come out of high school already with big bodies? I mean, here's Johnson, 6'7", 240. I mean, that didn't happen 20 years ago.
It didn't happen 20 years ago. You know, you got strength conditioning coaches and more of an emphasis on it. And I'll tell you the other thing is you got football players playing basketball.
Henderson with a nice fadeaway. That keeps the Falcons within range.
I'll tell you this, Dave. You look at the tempo of the game and what's going on. They're still only down 5. As bad as they play it.
Johnson, no. Oh, man, what a follow, though, by Clayton. He couldn't get it to go.
Yeah, nice looking freshman from Oakland. They see big things from him in the future.
Well, you could just see his athleticism there on that rebound. Here's Holmes. He's been kind of silent. And he walked with it. So Holmes hasn't hit a field goal in this game. He has 5 rebounds, but only 1 point.
Yeah, he's got to just slow down. They're collapsing on him. You're going to have to trust your teammates when they come, kick it out, and let your teammates make plays. Once they start making some plays, things will open up for you in the paint.
So 10 turnovers now for Bowling Green, 9 for Western Kentucky.
Made a great point earlier. If I'm Western Kentucky, I'm not happy even though I'm up 5, now up 7. But they're still in striking distance.
That's a shot that you say as a coach, okay, good. It went down, good. Not a good shot, though.
Not a great shot, you know, especially what they've been trying to do. But he's really good at coming off that little curl call off the jump shot. They need to get him going, too, though. They need an inside-outside presence. Somebody's got to make a shot from the perimeter.
Okay, so you're okay with that?
I'm okay with that because it's him.
Okay. It's him again.
Him being that guy, right? That's called heat check right there. Him with 2 names, Harrison Docks.
That's right. Well, Harrison was good on the first one. Docks not so much on the second. And a timeout taken by the Hilltoppers.
That's an ugly, sloppy game, but I'm telling you, if I'm on the Bowling Green bench, I'm upset because we haven't played well, but we're still in the game.
Yes.
We're still in the game.
Yeah, if you'd have said, all right, we're going to shoot 28% and have 10 turnovers in the first half, you would think if you're Bowling Green, you're getting blown out. And Ray Harper knows that. He's like, guys, we've got everything going our way, and we're only leading by 5.
It's tough, and that's where you got to use some confidence into your players. They got to get it going on the offensive end because they're doing a great job on defense. They're holding to 17 points with 3 minutes and 46 seconds to go. I mean, how good of a job could you do? There should be no argument on defense. The problem is they're not converting on offense.
here's Western Kentucky moving to Conference USA after 32 years in the Sun Belt. See what they do this year in Conference USA. It'll be very interesting to see them play in this new conference for them. Did pretty well in football, including a thrilling win against Marshall. 67-66, the final score in that game.
I think they're going to be a welcome addition. We've seen a lot of those Conference USA teams. They're tough. They're athletic. Great coaching.
Yeah, they're a welcome addition in all sports. So Western Kentucky right now, they've got a 5-point lead with 3:28 to go till halftime. Well, technical foul has been called on Chris Jans. He came over and was drawn with the officials as they went to their bench. And he got teed up. Here was the interaction he had with Gary Maxwell, our referee tonight. And this was, I think, after the technical had already been called. And so Chris Jans gets a technical foul. And sometimes as a coach, do you get those to help fire up your team, or is it something you're truly upset about?
No, I'm sure there's a little bit of both. You know, that's one of those things where you see the movie, they say earmuffs. You know, I'm sure he said something that he wasn't supposed to say. But at the end of the day, it would have been nice if the crowd was into it and got the crowd to see the technical.
Yeah.
To kind of wake his players up a little bit.
It'll be Harrison Docks going to the free throw line, and I'll just say he's 6 for 7 from the line. Oh, man. He's 6 for 8.
Hey, I'm not going to Vegas with you, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, just if I play red, you play black. That's all. That's all you have to do. You get rich fast. So Harrison Docks able to hit the second free throw, and it's a 6-point lead for the Hilltoppers. And Chris Jans doesn't want to be eliminated from only his 5th game as a college coach.
He's doing a great job, Dave. He's got this team. You know what? I'd like to see the team show as much passion as he's shown in getting this technical foul.
And then the free throw taken by Justin Johnson. That was the front end of a 1-and-1. So all that, very little damage. The technical foul only cost him a point. And a good block again by Johnson.
A little four-court pressure, a little 2-2-1 action. Ended up getting a steal. Great call by Coach Harper to change up the defense, change up the flow of the game. Western running that high-low offense. You see Kansas and a couple other teams running in the country. Coach Harper does a great job at it as well.
Parker.
Game just has a weird flow to it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, you would think watching this game that Bowling Green was down 20 points.
With the left hand, a move by Holmes, and that won't go. He's frustrated tonight.
He is frustrated, but they need to keep going to him because that's the only way it's going to change. He's got to get off the schneid, and the only way we're going to do that is for him to keep feeding him.
And a block from behind, but Holmes got a piece of him. And again, right now, the most active player in this game is Justin Johnson.
He's a live body out there, doing a lot of good things on both ends of the floor.
So Johnson goes to the line where the Hilltoppers are just 3 for 7.
And that's another area you talk about why the lead is only 6. You're at home not making free throws. That would extend the lead.
Well, Johnson's 0 for 2, and now he's just 5 for 12 on the year.
We always call that when I played, the operation was a success, but the guy didn't make it. When you make a good play and you don't make the free throws.
What would you do to punish the players for missed free throws?
Well, you know, I don't know if the thing is punishment. If punishment is making them come in and just shoot as many as possible and get their rhythm down, it's a shot of habit and concentration. But you know what? They can't recreate the crowd, and they cannot recreate the situation.
Right. Parker, a 3. Got it. It's only the second made 3 by the Falcons in this game, and all of a sudden it's a 4-point game.
Talk about the flow of the game. I like what Bowling Green does with their defense. I thought that Western would struggle guard them and pick and rolls. Seems like every time they've not tried to force it aside and run some of the ball screen, they're successful.
Bad pass from the wing. And at the other end, Clark makes him pay, and it's a 2-point game with 1:35 remaining.
I wonder if the technical foul actually did pay forward.
Yes.
I like Western trying to get it inside, but at this point they may be forcing it a bit.
And again, another missed three. 0 for 5 now, the Hilltoppers from 3-point range. And that'll be a blocking foul on Tracy Jackson.
On a steal, great pass by Joseph. Still looking back, and he's just going to finish it. Talk about West Kentucky on the other end and why they're struggling scoring. They're trying to get it inside, which I think is great. But the one thing you haven't seen them do is drive to the rim. You know, maybe get some of those ticky-tack fouls or make someone have to help so they can get a nice little drive and dish. Everything's either jump shot or they're forcing the post.
Spencer Parker now with 7 points. He's been in double figures in every game except the last one when he got in foul trouble against Detroit and only scored 1 point.
He's a really good player, very athletic, very versatile as well.
He's got to get the feeling that he was a little amped up playing in his hometown of Detroit. Playing at Dick Vitale Arena in Detroit.
Oh, wow. They named it after that.
They did. 7 straight points now by the Falcons.
And then you look at the scoreboard, you talk about the flow of the game and the lethargy in the building, and we got a tie game.
Ever since the technical, it has been all Bowling Green. This has become a bad trend for the Hilltoppers. They have surrendered big leads. 2 of them cost them games.
Yeah, up there, just a great play right
tough
there.
shot by Harrison Docks.
Tough shot though, but that's what I'm talking about. They got to do something other than take a jump shot, throw it inside,
right?
Drive the ball, go north and south to the rim instead of east and west.
So a timeout here by the Falcons. Chris Jans, the use it or lose it timeout. With 30 seconds to go, shot clock is 1 second difference. So basically, the Falcons can go for the last shot of the game. Now the Hilltoppers joining Conference USA after 32 years in the Sun Belt with 9 regular season championships in basketball in those 32 years, plus 9 conference tournament titles and 7 NCAA tournament wins since 1993. Hilltoppers have got great tradition, great arena, great fan support. A tremendous addition to Conference USA.
Really is one of the best kept secrets in the country. I remember when I worked at New Mexico, when I went there and you go to the pit, it's 18,000 people. You're like, I never knew this place even existed.
Right.
And you come to a place like Western, you see the success that they had. Conference USA definitely got to upgrade by bringing them to the league.
Well, it's an arena that seats about 7,500 when full. And tonight, about 4,000 fans here on a midweek game in December.
4,000 fans right now are sitting on their hands waiting for the Hilltoppers to get this thing moving in the right direction.
So again, a 1 second differential between shot and game clock. Denny forces one up. That won't go. And they stop the clock with 1.6 seconds to go. I think it was a quick timeout taken by Ray Harper. So 1.6 seconds to go.
I think it took a timeout, get Jackson out of the game, make sure no one got a foul. I thought both guys had their hand on the ball, though.
Avery Patterson will throw it in. At the buzzer, would have counted had it gone, but it doesn't. After all that, Western Kentucky a lead of just 2. That 7-0 run at one point brought Bowling Green back into this contest. The Hilltoppers had control until the technical foul. So we go to the locker rooms in a 2-point game. And coming up after the break, Ashley of Burlington will have the ASN studio report. 26-24 our score, the lowest scoring half half for each team. How about that? So both of them are kind of below their standard with regards to their offense. 26-24 our score.
You know, it's defense. I would say that it was both teams just not shooting ball well, but then that would not be giving credit to the fact that they've actually been playing really good defense.
All right, I'm going to read this because I think the reverse jinx will apply again. Western Kentucky, they've made a three-point field goal in 845 consecutive games. They didn't hit one in the first half, 0 for 6. So that's gonna turn that around.
Dave, we know how your luck's been so far today.
I know.
For Western Kentucky's sake,
I would like to tell you it's not just today.
Touche, my friend. Touche.
I wish it were. All right, Jackson will inbound it, and Western Kentucky will get their mitts on the ball first. Here's Harrison Docks.
See what kind of energy Western comes out with after halftime.
They're looking inside again. Lawson's back in there. Remember, he sat a good portion of the first half with 2 fouls. Poked away, right back to Price.
Really would help if somebody in that high post could make a 3, because when they throw it to the high post, the high-low is open, but the guy guarding the 4-man up top just sinks, and they can't make that pass.
And Lawson can't make the catch, and another turnover, the 11th for the Hilltoppers.
I like the idea. I like what they're trying to do, but, you know, again, somebody could make a shot, it would open things up a little bit.
Trying to establish Holmes early, and it's blocked. They call it tie-up, and the alternate arrow will keep the ball with the Falcons, but a good block by Lawson.
His length is really giving Holmes a lot of problems. Holmes got to move him some side-to-side, shot fake, and go into his body.
When you're 7 feet tall, though, Coach, you don't have to bite on the fakes, do you?
You don't have to bite on the fakes, but you do have to slide your feet. You got to make him move.
There's another 3 and a lead for the Falcons. Henderson connects from 3-point range.
Talk about the difference in the game right now in the score. The 3 triples, I always allude to the fact that the 3-point shot has changed the game immeasurably. 3 triples is the difference in the game right now. They just notice when West Kentucky gets the ball in the high post, how they back off those guys every time.
That was a bad pass from the perimeter by Price. Slapped away, though. Good move by Fant. He'll take it all the way in. Lawson gets his man pinned again. Jackson, and it would have counted had it gone. He'll go to the line.
Picks a pocket. Big fella taking it all the way. No one wants to get in the way of that.
Oh no.
Freight train coming down the middle of the lane.
Guy from right here at Bowling Green, Kentucky. Now in his senior campaign.
Looks like that guy could play on Sundays. What do you think, man?
I'm sure Coach Brahm of the football team is looking at him, and I wonder if he's got any football eligibility left.
Looks like an Antonio Gates or something.
Here's Tracy Jackson, averaging 9 points a game. And a 3-point lead now for the Hilltoppers.
Fans trying to get the crowd into it. Crowd's been a little bit quiet.
Parker takes it in strong. That was blocked by Fant.
Lawson has been a really good defender for WKU this half.
Jackson comes up lane after missing a layup.
If I was Bowling Green, I'd I would pull Lawson out and make him guard someone dribbling the basketball.
How about that? A three-pointer from Parker.
Even better. He's more effective down low because he can use his length, but if you pull him out beyond the arc, it doesn't serve as much of an advantage for him.
Now they're going to stop the clock to allow Jackson to come out. He was limping after that missed layup, so they're going to replace him on the court. It also gives Coach Harper an opportunity to put Justin Johnson into the game.
Talked about this at the break. Scores 30-30, and Holmes has 1 point. From Bowling Green.
You feel great about that.
I feel great about it.
Yeah. Your leading scorer with 1 point, and yet you have a tie game. Clayton gives it up. Price, three-pointer. Nope. Good positioning by Holmes. 0 for 7 from three-point range.
I'd like to see, I know they probably won't do it, a lineup. Oh, good play right there.
What perfect lob pass into Holmes, his first field goal of the game.
That'll stop a block shot real quick and get Holmes going.
Tough three-point effort that time by Harrison Dotz. There's the rebound by Lawson, and he goes down hard. He tried to do to Holmes what Holmes did to him.
No question about it. Lawson's been very active. I think thus far this half, he's played very well.
So Holmes picks up the foul, and it's his third. What do you do with the third foul this early in a half?
You know, I think for him, sitting him down right now, and this probably is an uncomfortable situation for him. You got to get him scoring. You know, and even if he gives up a basket, it's worth giving up 2 points. Obviously, they're going to take him out of the game and bring Dickerson in, but it's probably worth giving up 2 points. But coach is probably so confident in the defense, they got to sit him down.
Lawson hits both free throws. He had only attempted 3 free throws all year coming into those two. You'd think a guy 7-footer would attempt more free throws than that.
He's slight of build, so I'm sure, you know, with Fanton there, they probably don't throw it in the post much, that often too.
Full court pressure now by the Hilltoppers, and it works.
Great call by Coach Harper. Change of defense. They like to do it after free throws. Caught Bowling Green off guard, obviously.
And immediately, Coach Jans goes back to his bench and brings in Zach Denny. So Jans not happy at all about this turn of events. Even though his team is tied, he's not happy at all about the number of turnovers, which is now a dozen.
He can't be happy, but again, not in a terrible position.
Right.
It's a good call there. Moving screen by Johnson. Yep. It's quite a physical game, Dave. You know, it's a defensive battle. It's like a wrestling match. They're going back and forth. Somewhat sloppy, but I think because of the defensive intensity, things are a little bit sloppy as well.
Good lob inside and not able to make the catch, Dickerson.
Good plays, just got to catch it and make it.
That was an alley-oops.
See how they're backing off? See how they're backing off
Yes.
Johnson every time? If they could make a three, it would help them. They can throw the ball inside from the high post.
A lot of contact, and that'll send Price to the line. So we've got a timeout in a game that's tied at 32. Both teams trying to jam it inside. Well, tied at 32, and the Hilltoppers are running into a bit of a problem. They can't hit a three. They're 0 for 8 from three-point range.
Talk about strategy as far as Bowling Green is concerned. They throw it inside, cut to the rim.
And there's the double.
There's the double. They kick it out. Good drive there.
So they're really moving down into that low post, doubling the low post, leaving the shooters free because right now the Hilltoppers are not shooting it. So going to the line will be TJ Price, who has now hit 1 in a row. And
Dave,
It's unreal. This is epic. This is way beyond my normal standards. I jinxed them.
Look like the Hilltoppers are keeping the pressure on. It's been successful.
Well, this press is really bothering them. Bowling Green gets bailed out by a foul on DJ Clayton, but this pressure is really bothering the Falcons.
That's probably not the rule of teaching, and I know Coach Jans has definitely gone over. You want to get the ball in the corner. They call that coffin corner where they're going to trap you, and you got out of bounds and you got the sideline.
So it's like you have 2 extra defenders.
No question. Diagonal skip is a great way to beat it, just like they did. I'm sure they talked about that in the timeout. Notice when Holmes is out of the game, Bowling Green seems a little unsure of themselves. Who's going to make a shot?
Good rebound by Clayton. And then he lost the handle. Clark. So Bowling Green back in the lead by 1.
Just deflating. It's just a deflating play. Secure the rebound. They get a steal and make a shot. They're struggling to score, and you just give them an easy one.
14 turnovers now for the Hilltoppers. Fant goes in strong. That won't go. And an easy kick out to Denny.
It's lack of concentration there with Harrison Dock. Point guard's got to get back unless they're shooting the ball. He's not back. He gives them an easy shot.
This is now the biggest lead of the game for the Falcons. Price lobs it in. What a catch by Johnson. Or should I just say deflection?
He's athletic. I like him. Good looking player. Very active live body.
So Johnson now with 7 points in this game. Rare miss for Bowling Green. They'd hit 4 of their last 5.
They have, but again, with Holmes out of the game, they're just not the same team.
Hey, a 3-pointer goes for Price.
Dave, you're off the hook.
That's right.
You're off the hook.
I knew it would happen. They couldn't go a whole game. They missed their first 8 3-pointers, and that one gives them a 2-point lead.
And they quasi got the fans back involved.
Austin breaks free. They got it. He got lost in the shuffle.
Good hard cut. A lot of players don't understand the game that you can do a lot of things without the ball in your hands. You got rewarded with a hard cut.
Fant begging for the ball. Fant trying to keep it alive. And a good hustle by Clayton.
Driving around, alley-oop, off the ball screen. Good action off the ball screen. Another action off the ball screen. Just goes under the screen and just lay up 3-pointer. Saw this shirt that they said 3-point layup. I thought it was a cool.
Jackson, did he get away with it? Nope, no basket. Foul came first, and the foul is on Bowling Green.
Wow, I think that's that chicken wing you talked about, Dave. It looked like he extended his arms, but the ref obviously had a better view.
So the foul goes against Austin instead. That's the 4th team foul on Bowling Green this half. Fant with a handoff. Jackson for 3. All of a sudden, they're just raining home for the Hilltoppers.
Timely threes. Talked about a minute ago how long to leave Holmes out of the game.
Price has got the rebound off the Austin miss. Jackson, another 3. Wow! And that woke up the crowd. And a foul on Johnson.
Said time and time again, the three-point shot has been the single biggest change in college basketball, because at any time 2 possessions of the game is tied, it just changes momentum.
That foul on Johnson, by the way, his 3rd, so he'll come out of the game. And Nigel Snipes will take his spot. Good work, though, by Johnson.
See how long Coach Jans keeps Holmes on the bench. Still say they look a little bit discombobulated on offense about who's their go-to guy with him not being in.
Austin is bumped. That's a foul on Lawson, and that'll be the 3rd on Lawson. Well, all of a sudden, the Hilltoppers found the range from three-point land, and 2 in a row for Tracy Jackson. Well, Betty White is in the house here today. 44-38 our score at Bowling Green, Kentucky. And let's go revisit the keys that you had, Chris, at the start of this game. What do you think of these two?
Well, the biggest difference is the confidence on offense. I say the game's been a seesaw battle, but again, 2 triples. They didn't make one in the first half, and here they are. They've made 3 in a row, or 3 in the last couple of possessions, and it's kind of broken the game open. And I think they've done a great job on pick and roll defense, particularly with Holmes being out of the game.
Good to have your expertise here. Chris Walker, former coach at Texas Tech. Good to have him along with us here on the American Sports Network. And right now it's a 6-point advantage for the Hilltoppers. I thought maybe during that timeout we might see Rashawn Holmes check back in, but he's still sitting over there on the bench, cooling his heels with 3 fouls. Here's Henderson.
Well, they're showing on the ball screens. They're making them go east and west, but they can't go north and south to the rim.
Shot from the wing is good. There's a 3-point answer from Spencer Parker.
Bowling Green with a little full-court pressure. You just get the sense that Bowling Green never gets rattled.
Same spot, different result for Jackson. Henderson a 3. And just like that, we're tied again. Wow.
I mean, it's shaping up to be a pretty good game,
I should say.
2 threes by Jackson, and they answer with 2 threes.
It's just like the Hilltoppers can't pull away from these guys.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that Bowling Green does not get rattled.
Fant right through the legs of Lawson. Got a 7-footer. Don't go low. Go high.
It's not a smart play throwing it that close between his legs. Again, off the ball screen, he knows that Lawson can't guard him. Out there, his height does him a disservice, actually, because he's worried about him driving on him, so he gives him enough space where he can see the rim, and he makes a 3.
So you take advantage of that as a guard, right? You've got a 7-footer out there, and you know he's 5 feet away from you. Just pull up.
No question. I mean, there's no reason to post up because, again, like you said before, he just raises his arms, but out on the perimeter, it's tough for him.
Illegal screen set here by Dickerson, and he has 4 fouls now.
Those are the kind of screens, again, you talk about unforced errors, a concentration foul. Stand, if you can't get the man, just you miss that screen. But to nudge out and get a foul kills momentum.
One of 3 JUCO kids the Falcons brought in with the hiring of Jans. Offensive rebound, Jackson.
I like Harrison not shooting the 3, but they just fall in love with it. I like to see him one time, and I know that's what he does. Shot fake and drive and kick it to someone or try to get a dish situation inside for the big guys to get it easy.
Oh, my. He did everything right, Jackson, except make it.
But Dave, just like I said before, they threw it to Harrison Dox. He gave him one more. They're chasing you. Trincy Jackson drives to the rim. Offense created because the defense has to shift.
Tough shot for Fant. Lawson tracks it down. That one goes off Henderson. It'll stay with Western Kentucky.
We talk about, if you're Bowling Green and 9:20 to go, it's a 44-44 game with your best player at 1 point. You're in pole position. Each time it goes to the high post, they can't take advantage of the fact that Bowling Green's fronting Fant.
That wasn't a pass, but Lawson made it look like one.
Yeah, that's something that I'm sure they've worked on and talked about based on the way Bowling Green's playing them on defense.
Three-pointer from the wing, no good. Harrison Dox clears. Price a three. That's way off target.
Just a bad shot. Shot fake and drive the ball and get your buddy a shot. Just because they draw the play up for you doesn't mean you have to shoot it. He's a good player, but that was just a terrible decision.
Joseph, crowd wanted to travel there as he came back up with the ball, but never lost his dribble. So a timeout taken here by Chris Jans with his team trailing by 2 points. Well, you look at this shot by Harrison Dox, works out well as Lawson is right in the right place at the right time. Now the Hilltoppers with a 2-point lead with 8:20 remaining. This is the type of game now where both coaches will be talking about it afterward, regardless of what happens. You'll hear them later on in the season say, well, we were within 2 with 8:20 to go and we let it slip away, or we were down 2 with 8:20 to go and we came back and won it. These are the kinds of games that really set the tone for a season early on in a year.
That, and it sets the tone to have a great week of practice because there are a lot of things that they could work on. Some decisions that are made, turnovers, etc., shot selection. This is one of those games. Unfortunately, somebody's going to have to lose this game, but it's a lot they can work on to get better.
It's a teaching tool then for both teams.
There's no question about it. Looks like Holmes is back in.
Also on a call. The shot clock winding down. Last thing you want as a coach is a foul with the shot clock under 5. That's exactly what happened. So we've got a timeout with 7:59 remaining. Who's going to win it? Come back with us and find out together. Along with Chris Walker, I'm Dave Armstrong. Coach, take us into these two huddles. Let's start with Western Kentucky.
Well, Western Kentucky is talking about, hey, let's make sure we get great shot selection. Bottom line, Holmes is back in the game. Let's make sure we neutralize him. But right now, they need to get great shot selection. Don't turn the ball over. If I'm Bowling Green, you're on the road. Let's steal this thing. Let's not. One thing we're not going to do is do something to disqualify us and hurt us. Let's play solid. Got our best player in. Hopefully, the last 8 minutes, he takes us out the door.
Well, he's been a part of the huddle at Wichita State for the last 7 years, and listening to Coach Marshall, I was talking to him about what he learned from Coach Marshall. He didn't learn that. It would have been better for Pep Joseph to just let that go out of bounds.
And I'm sure, you know what, that's actually an odd thing that you rarely see in college basketball, but you're absolutely right. He was better off. I mean, that's probably one of the only times I've ever seen that. He's probably better off taking it and going out of bounds with it.
That was literally a head scratcher for Coach Jans. What? Brandon Price with the free throw. First point of the year.
Yeah, get an opportunity tonight. That's what happens when a coach is in flux about what's going on. Everybody gets a chance to play hard in practice.
Kevin Casper left the team, a senior graduating by way of Istanbul, Turkey. Decided to go back home. He had some family issues plus an opportunity to play pro ball back in his native Turkey. Holmes is in there now, and just like that, picks up an offensive foul. What a frustrating night for Rashawn Holmes, who has just picked up number 4.
Definitely got to be frustrated, but credit Ben Lawson. He's done a great job. And for young players out there, he just didn't even try to make a move. All he had to do was either shot fake to get him to move, just dribble straight at him, and he was just there waiting for him. Scouting report there. He likes to go right.
Man, on the heels of scoring 26 points with 18 rebounds against Detroit, tonight Holmes stymied in this game, just 3 points on 1 of 4 shooting.
Tough night. Got to fight through it. Bottom line is Bowling Green can still win this game even if he plays that way.
Fant trying to show some range. He cannot.
If I'm Bowling Green, I'm happy he's taking a shot and not taking a shot closer to the basket.
Joseph gives it up. And again, trying to go into the Sequoias in there, and Lawson bats it away. There's the lob into Lawson.
That's the second time he's gotten that pass. I don't know. We thought it was a shot last time. It may be something they practiced.
Yeah, maybe. That was definitely a pass from Price and a good one. Lawson pokes it away. It'll go to Joseph. So 5 straight points by the Hilltoppers.
No reason to rush here. Take your time. You got a 5-point lead, 6 minutes to go. He's got a really good shot.
Price has got it. And stepping out of bounds, Trancey Jackson. He didn't know where he was on the court, stepped on the sideline. Well, let's watch Lawson go to work. Good rebound here. And at the other end.
He's a very long player. He's played coming out the game now, but he's been really on defense. He's been a catalyst for a lot of good things that have happened.
Season high 8 points for Lawson as he'll get a breather.
One thing he's definitely done is he has neutralized Holmes.
Yeah. That's good coordination there by Clark.
You know, you watch this game, you still just don't get the sense that Bowling Green's out of it, you know?
No. You know, an ugly three-pointer, though, by Parker. Turns into a rebound by Denny.
That's one of those situations, Dave, that just drives the coach crazy. You got Clayton in there. He has a size advantage over Denny, and he doesn't box out. And now, you know, that's a chance to go back and get an extended lead, and now you're putting Denny at the line.
And Clayton with the foul. 16 fouls on Western Kentucky, 7 on Bowling Green.
It's one of those situations where guys they work hard in practice. They get a chance to get into the game, and it never comes down to missed shots. It always comes down to things that are concentration, like boxing out. They win or lose games by doing things that help the team win.
Notice how I waited till after he did it, but Denny hasn't missed a free throw this year. He's 8 for 8.
I'm sure the West Kentucky crowd will be appreciative of that.
Fant, that's a tough shot.
Yeah, I thought he walked there too.
Dickerson comes up a little bit lame. He got the worst of that collision. Dickerson. Wow. Well, he hits it, but that's a shot. If you're the Hilltoppers, you're like, okay, go ahead. If you can hit that. Good fadeaway jumper.
That was a tough shot.
So again, 3-point game.
I'll tell you, it's defense. This is an ugly game. These guys are used to playing this type of game, and they're on the road. Tough win. Last time out, doing the same thing, and they're just keeping it close enough.
Grind away. They won at Detroit 64-63 on a last-second shot.
A change of defense there causes a turnover. I'll tell you one thing for sure. You're seeing 2 really good tacticians in a chess match. They're doing a great job. Coach Harper, Coach Jans doing a great job of changing defenses and going at each other.
And Coach Jans has brought in his star, Rashawn Holmes. Got to play now with 4 fouls, but it's time. 4:29 remaining. Meanwhile, Ray Harper, I'm sure he's got some demons rolling around in his mind right now, thinking back to a lead they blew earlier this year and wondering if they could possibly do it again. Here is a foul, the 4th now on Justin Johnson.
See what they're doing is they're setting that ball screen at a flatter angle. If you set it which going towards half court or parallel with the sideline, it's going to angle out. That flat ball screen, now they're going north and south to the rim, you can get the foul. Force the refs to make a call.
So Javon Austin will go to the line where he is 6 of 8 this year. First free throw tonight. Chance to make it a 1-point game. Meanwhile, Holmes not in the game for the Falcons. I thought they brought Holmes in. I think they brought Spencer Parker in instead.
I think he's going offense, defense at this point.
Oh, okay. So now Holmes, will he check back in here? 4:14 remaining in a 51-49 contest. Both teams in the bonus.
Chris Jans right now, I'm thinking with 4 minutes to go, we've done a great job of keeping ourselves in striking distance. With Holmes not playing so well, maybe in the last 2 minutes, if we handle it the right way, he may end up being a difference.
How much does it play into the minds of the Falcons right now, the fact that they are 4-0 and they're playing for a coach who's used to winning?
I think it plays a lot. I think, again, I talked about earlier about habit, the habit of winning. They know they have confidence in their coach. He's seen a lot of winning and have not done a lot of loss. Not done a lot of losing. So now he's infused that confidence into them, and they don't. Right now, they don't think they can lose right now.
Asked him earlier today what it was like to have a front row seat to all that winning in the last couple of years. He said, "Man, was that a ride."
You're right about that. That's a ride with air conditioning and nice rims.
That's
and everything.
A limo, man.
You're right about that. Bowling Green switching defense, little 1-3-1 zone here. Another turnover looks like. Wow.
Western Kentucky arguing that it went off the Falcons. That's not the call, though. Another turnover for Ray Harper's team.
Talk about watching film. I know that Ray Harper's seen everything they've done, but Bowling Green's primarily a man-to-man team, and they come out and throw a little junk at them. Guys aren't ready. 2 straight turnovers.
18 turnovers now for the Hilltoppers. Up for grabs. Who's got it? Price.
Good play. Straight line drive.
Shot early in the shot clock. A miss by Harrison Docks.
I watched the bench when Harrison Docks shoots it, and coach doesn't flinch. He has confidence in him.
Parker. Nothing but white shirts. 2-on-1 break if they hurry. Well, good defense that time of the Falcons getting back.
Three minutes to go, down 2.
Fant uses the right hand, no.
Just forcing it. I mean, move the ball. You know, the defensive set, you're looking down the eye of the line and just going straight at him.
Good pass and a good block. Here comes Jackson. Not a foul, but it goes out of bounds off the Falcons. It'll stay with Western Kentucky. So 5 blocks in this game by the Hilltoppers, none for the Falcons. It's a 2-point game with 2:48 remaining. I don't even know what to say to that. The Hilltoppers lead 51-49.
Oh, man.
With Chris Walker, I'm Dave Armstrong. And that is
that
Mike
Iron
Tice.
Mike?
That's Iron
What
Mike.
is that gold thing?
That's a tooth.
That's a tooth.
That would be a tooth. That's what happens when you box for a living. All right.
It's been a boxing match here tonight, that's for sure.
Yeah, it is. Inbounds pass, and well, the Hilltoppers caught him sleeping.
There's a good play, a little counter. They usually push zipper him up to the top. Backdoor cut. Out of timeout. Just grab him right out of the timeout. Those are the key things, out of timeout plays, call them ATOs in coaching.
That, by the way, was the 5th foul on Dickerson. That's why both teams went over to the bench. You get that time, and so coaches are using that as sort of an impromptu timeout. Dickerson has been eliminated from this game, and that will bring Holmes into the contest.
Let's see if Holmes can do something to help his team win the game.
All will be forgotten if Holmes can all of a sudden turn it on.
Without question. This team has done a magnificent job of keeping West Kentucky at bay while he struggled tonight. So let's see if he can pull them through and get a victory. But they're going to have to do it on the defensive end, though.
Fan in double figures, 1 of 2 from the line, makes it a 3-point contest. 18 fouls on Bowling Green, 7 on Western Kentucky. That's important because of the 1-on-1 situation. They make Austin turn wide. Parker from the wing, an air ball. And Henderson tracks it down.
Another situation where there's no box out.
Another air ball. And it turns into 2 points for Clark.
I mean, those are the things that keep coaches up at night. You got a chance to win the game. You got to put a body on somebody and secure the rebound. That wins the game.
2 air balls thrown up by the Falcons, and yet they come out of that with 2 points.
Bowling Green playing a little zone.
Holmes knocks it away. It'll stay, though, with the Hilltoppers with 1:50 remaining.
Good time to play a little zone. I like what he's doing because they don't really want to shoot it right now. And at the same time, Fan has not been particularly effective, but
inside again. There's Fan, pretty effective that time. That's twice now the Hilltoppers have burned the Falcons on an inbounds play. Austin trying to drive, and a foul on Lawson. That'll be his 4th. Stops the clock with 1:29 remaining. And since it was a shooting violation, Austin will get 2 free throws. I don't know how you coaches do it. I mean, to have to. I mean, just think of how nervous you are on either bench. Is it nerves, or are you just thinking, what do I have to do to get our team to win?
It's competition. It's competition. You know, you see what just happened there?
Yeah.
He misses the free throw. Austin was up a couple possessions ago. No one boxed him out. I was going to say something, but the play kept going. And then he did it again, and no one boxed him out again, and look what happens. It's just, I mean, it's just fundamentals. I know for a fact that Coach Harper's telling someone to box out, and it's just concentration. But things like that can cost you games.
Instead of 1-on-1, and he missed it. And Lawson finally jumps on the fumble, his own fumble.
Had a chance to tie the game, make 2 free throws.
Yeah. You got a good free throw shooter at the line. And then you have this, Lawson. Fortunately for Lawson and the Hilltoppers, there were no Falcons in the neighborhood. They'd already gone up court to play defense. And that could have been an easy, like, through his legs, right to one of the Falcons, and an easy 2.
Certainly could have been, but kudos to my guy. My new favorite player tonight is Lawson. I think he's been great on defense. Yeah. Nice, got him a little rug burn there.
Lawson from Hitchin, England.
He's played great. He took the best player on the floor out of the game.
Yes.
That is exactly what he did tonight.
So no matter what he does on offense, and he's scored 8 points in this game with 6 rebounds, by taking Holmes out of the game, he's really helped the Hilltoppers. Full court pressure. Now 3-on-1 opportunity. Good look off by Price.
It was textbook.
4-point lead. And a timeout taken by the Falcons.
Great press offense there. 3-on-1. You got to make a decision. Obviously, 3-on-1, you're going to give it to your best scorer, which is Fant, best finisher. No disrespect to Lawson, but if you see Fant, great play.
And I know it's a simple thing, but Fant did something that I know you like. He didn't look back to see where the defense was. He just made the basket.
No question. You know, at that point, you can't block a shot.
Right.
You know, he has an advantage, and they can't take a charge. That's the other thing they can't do. So he would be doing himself a disservice if he does anything less than try to put it in the rim.
Right. So now you're Bowling Green. What do? You're down 4, 1:09 to go.
You talk about how do we do it. You were talking a minute ago about coaches. In this situation, this is when you show what kind of coach you are. There's a minute and 9 left. You got to motivate your team to play as hard as possible, because until there's zeros on that clock, there is plenty of time on that clock to win this game.
And you're trying to motivate a team, coach, with an absentee star, guy who has just disappeared in this contest.
That may be the case, but they still have a chance.
And there he is. Goes to the other side of the basket where it's blocked by Fant. And then a rebound by Lawson. What a 1-2 punch. Fant and Lawson.
He actually got around Lawson, but again, he couldn't get the explosion to get up and dunk it, and Fant came and got a nice block.
So now Lawson going to the line where he's 2 of 2 tonight. Came into the game 1 of 3 for the year.
Crucial free throws, got to knock these down. These are the things that seal victories.
It's a 1-and-1 opportunity. Oh, huge. It'll still be a 2-possession game even if he makes this one.
If they win this game, he would be my player of the game, just because his impact on defense. What he's done on defense, offense actually has been very helpful, but it underscores his effort on defense.
Well, he has been a huge difference. There have been no easy looks for the Falcons when he's been in there defensively. 6-point lead.
Looks like they're going to switch every single thing. Not going to give them a 3. Every time they come together, they're going to switch the screen.
Parker, 3-pointer, no. Fant's got the rebound. All the way down to Lawson. And a steal by your man. And finally, foul Price.
What a fitting end to this game.
Boy, did that feel good. Lawson with a career high 12 points in this game.
He's got a bright future. Great pickup from over the water, as I call it.
He's just a sophomore.
He's got some time. He's going to be a good player. You know, guys like that, I don't ever like talking about who can play in the league, but that's the prototype player that's in the NBA. They're long, they can guard guards, they can switch screens, and he's a smart player, and he plays hard.
Well, this will help erase some of the bad memories for Western Kentucky. A couple of those games they felt like they let slip away, not this time. Ray Harper's club pulled away at the end, and they win it by 10.
Great comeback. Actually, not great comeback, but they did a great job of staying with it. Again, helped by the fact that Ben Lawson neutralized Deshaun Holmes, and now they have a chance to go back with a good feeling of winning 2 in a row now.
What do you do? I mean, you're with Lawson now. This is a career high for him. The fact that he played really well offensively, but as you mentioned so many times in this game, Chris, it was his defense. The lockdown defense, not allowing Holmes any space at all. That's got to give this young man a lot of confidence moving forward.
No question about it. It also gives the head coach a teaching point to the rest of his team that it's not just about offense. If you play defense, good things will happen and offense will come.
So a close one. They got away from the Falcons and went to the Hilltoppers. They closed out well. They did everything they needed to do offensively and defensively, and it's all smiles right now for the Hilltoppers, handing the Falcons their first loss of the year.
You know, there's no shame right now for Coach Jans. His team competed. It was a little bit sloppy. His best player did not have his best game, and they still almost got away with it. Unfortunately, it was a road game against a tough opponent in a tough environment.
So Ben Lawson comes across the pond from England all the way here to Bowling Green, Kentucky, and he has himself a night. Look at what he did offensively, and then on the defensive end too, Coach, he was really special, and then this was just icing on the cake.
He was special, and just as a reward, you like to see him be able to show some of that flair and that athleticism. Trust me, he'll be in the dorms tonight. He'll be talking about that all night.
Well, it'll be interesting. We'll see the Hilltoppers again on Saturday night here on the American Sports Network when they take on Murray State.
They got a lot of good things to work on here, a lot of bad things they can correct. And that's another tougher game coming up for them going into Murray. That's not an easy one either.
Well, you think as you look at the final numbers here, Chris, they missed their first 8 3-pointers, finally found some range there, and then at the end they pull away and win by 10.
You know, making 3 3-pointers and winning this game was a really tough thing. Credit the defense. They did a great job on defense. It kept them in the game. It stymied them. It took one of the best players, I think, in the country out of the game, and they got the victory.
So once again, the Hilltoppers with the win. They beat the Falcons of Bowling Green by the final score of 62-52. For Chris Walker and our entire crew, I'm Dave Armstrong.